It's live. Good afternoon, Bastrop County. This is Alan Butler with Butler Brothers Odd Jobs again, and we're just here today to talk to you about drainage. There's lots of drainage problems in our county most of the time. A lot of it we see issues in Teeshan Village, even downtown Bastrop, all kinds of different places. So we just wanted to explain a few different things about French drains. Our crew's out here installing a French drain today, and we just want to run through a few different things about what French drains are, how they can help you, some different types of materials for French drains, what's good, what's bad, what works in our area, what doesn't. So we'll kind of start off with that. First off in my hand, we have a brand new house here built early in the spring of last year. I think around May or so they finished up, and the builder put in a French drain system. But unfortunately, the French drain system that was installed is not adequate for the area and the soil types that we have here in Teeshan Village. So we are out here replacing it today. This system that was there is only a few months old. What I have in my hand is actually a corrugated French drain, perforated French drain line. You can buy about a 100-foot roll of this stuff for about 75, 80 bucks, so it's pretty inexpensive. It's on the cheap, so that's generally why these get installed most of the time. This one particularly has a sock on it, which is even cheaper. It actually has a little bit more cost, but it's called a perforated pipe. So there's three different kinds. There's one that's called a corrugated perforated pipe, and there's one that's corrugated perforated with a sock, and then they actually have a corrugated pipe that's just a solid component with no holes in it. So all three types have different applications. This particular one's really great for like blackland, dirt, prairie gravel, grass areas. So if you're like up around Dallas, Fort Worth or North Texas area, that's a really great area to use one of these because the water gets filtered with the soils over top of the screen, and the size of the clay, the size of the soil, is conducive for that. We don't have a lot of clay up there. It's mostly blackland dirt, so it doesn't get clogged up like clay would when it gets wet on this perforated pipe. Perforated pipe has holes in it, which the clay is going to clog up the holes, so it won't drain correctly, and the sock gets clogged up with sand and sandy loam and clay. So we don't want to use this here where we're at. In our situation, you want a closed circuit system with a series of catch basin boxes like we've installed. We'll go through that in a few minutes. If we have to cut this short, I apologize. The weather's starting to come in, so we'll try to roll with it until it comes in, but we're thankful for the free air conditioning because it's been a brutal summer. So if we're using a perforated pipe like this, you can use one without the sock in this application. You could use this, but you'd have to fill that trench up with gravel or pea gravel or some kind of gravel in order for the water to flow to keep the soils from clogging up these holes. Some of the disadvantages of using this style of French drain, even though it is more cost effective, it tends to have maintenance issues long term. So a few things you want to take into consideration. If you wanted to clean this, it's very difficult to clean. They make a little thing that you can put on the end of a garden hose, and it'll inflate like a balloon and have a high pressure jet on the end. It's about your only option for cleaning and flushing it out. Put some Dawn dish soap in there, lubricate it, try to force whatever might get clogged in it out. You can't put a roto-rooter or any kind of snake in here because the agitation of that will just hit the side of the corrugated pipe and it'll just tear it apart. The other thing is, if the ground gets real wet and you drive over it on your zero-turn lawnmower, or someone drives across your yard, or maybe you get some work done with a piece of equipment, it'll actually crush it. So it's not very durable. It does get damaged pretty easy. So what we like to do is use a closed system like the green sewer pipe, nice and solid. You can actually put something in there to clean it. You can get a snake in there and clean that drain out and agitate that and get whatever clog is in there. So this system will last a lot longer. The longevity of it's great, and you definitely want to go with that option if it's within your budget. We're going to walk up here quick before it gets too wet and take a look at this system and see how we have it installed. We've got our pipe trenched all the way through here. We've got a series of elbows and T's in here that goes to the gutter system to a catch basin box, and Alec will show you what a catch basin box looks like right here. So this basin will actually collect water from downspouts or off the ground, and it'll get all the water to go in that area into the pipe, and then it'll discharge out. And then as you can walk down the rest of the line, we can connect those with multiple different basin boxes throughout the line. I'm trying to get some air conditioning units that have drip lines and things over here near the house to get all that moisture away from the house. So we've got drip lines just sitting next to the foundation, causing foundation issues already. Again, like I said, this is a new house. So trying to tie all those into the box, as well as the other areas of the yard that need drainage. So we definitely want to make sure that we're doing this correctly. If you have any questions, give us a call. Our number is 563-663-7373, 563-663-7373.